welcome back to my channel. I am in the mood to do a huge meal prep, so I'm gonna make a bunch of healthy, ready grab-and-go meals and snacks. We got back from vacation a few days ago and we have like nothing to eat. I'm gonna see how many recipes I can make before the sun goes down in like 3 hours, so let's get started. First things first, you have to clean your workspace. Start with a nice clean slate. Since I like to make most of my food from scratch, I don't really buy that much like packaged processed foods. If I don't do any meal prepping, we basically have like nothing to eat besides like toast and like oranges. And so when I haven't meal prepped in a while, there's like literally no food to eat. Yeah, I'm way overdue for a meal prep. Colin says he's starving. Colin's like, I haven't eaten in 5 days. So I'll also make some freezer meals that we can just pop in from the freezer to the oven. I love doing that. I'm thinking I'll make a couple Instant Pot stews. And then while those are cooking, I want to make a buffalo cauliflower casserole. Actually, Colin requested that. And I also want to make cookies. So we have a lot to do today. I don't think I've made chili since last year. And chili is such an easy recipe to throw together. And I'm just really in a cooking mood right now. I feel like cooking. And you gotta seize the opportunity when you're in a cooking mood. Does celery go in chili? Might be kind of weird. So first up, I'm gonna make a chili. Honestly, for all these recipes, I'm kind of winging it just like based on what we have. I'm gonna do like a 3-bean lentil chili. These are some bell peppers from my garden. They are so cute. They actually take forever to like mature, but I had so much fun growing them. I have these carrot shreds, so I'm gonna throw these in there. They're frozen. I always like to chop up some mushrooms into any like stew I make. I like to chop them up really small. I thought chili would be super easy to make because I'm just gonna throw everything together and let it cook while I do something else. So I'm just gonna add all the veggies in. Whenever I make Instant Pot soups or stews, I don't even bother using that much oil because I feel like it doesn't even really need it. I just will cook it with like veggie broth. Just to keep this easy, I'm pretty much just gonna dump everything together, like a dump and go recipe. Some canned beans. I'm gonna use black beans, kidney beans, and red lentils. Add in your canned beans. This is my Instant Pot chili hack. Usually there's a lot of water left over making Instant Pot chili, but if you add some lentils, it will help absorb some of the excess water. 2 cups of water. Three. Whew, that's kind of watery. For seasonings, I'm adding chili powder. This is Sprouts blend. 2 tablespoons of chili powder. This is arrbol chili pepper. It's pretty spicy. Oregano. Garlic powder. Salt to taste. Small pinch of salt. I think that's it. Pop the lid on. Eight minutes, and then I'm just gonna let it sit here and do natural release. Let's push this over so I can cook something else. So I had to run out and buy those black beans for the recipe because I didn't have any in the pantry. So I feel like that is stunting my time. I wanted to see how many recipes I could make in like 3 hours. So we're a little behind schedule. Next up, I think I'm gonna make cauliflower chicken, buffalo cauliflower chicken casserole. Colin has been asking me to make this for like weeks. So I'm gonna make it. I'm doing a quick cleanup in between recipes. I feel like when your space is cleaner, you can be more productive. For my buffalo chicken chickpea cauliflower casserole. This is one of my only mock meats that I use. It's made out of mushroom protein. It tastes best when you air fry it. Otherwise it's kind of mushy. You can use any protein source you like, by the way, but I'm gonna use this because I want to add that like chickeny texture. I'm gonna use these shells. I have a bunch of cauliflower I want to use. I already prepped this at the beginning of the week. I'm gonna steam the cauliflower separately. It's an extra step, but I just think it'll be easier this way. For my sauce, I'm gonna steam some carrots really quick, but they might fall through the cracks. We'll see. Cover that and let it cook for just a few minutes. I'm gonna bake up this meaty. Tastes way better baked or air fried. And then I'm gonna add it into my casserole. Okay, put this in the oven. It has to like dry out a little bit, you know what I mean? Drain out the pasta. Ow. Ooh, I got a little burnt. I'm gonna quickly blend up the nacho cheese sauce. We have some raw cashews, our steamed carrots, nutritional yeast, 1 lemon, rolled oats, some plant-based milk of your choice, 1 cup. Okay, my secret ingredient is tomato sauce. I don't know why, but it helps give it that like umami flavor. Marinara sauce. Oops, it was on high. Okay, here's our cheese sauce. Next, we combine everything together. I think I'm gonna save some of this because it's a lot of pasta I made. Cauliflower, sauce, add in my meaty chicken, buffalo sauce. Fold it all together. Oh my god, delish. Add enough hot sauce to your liking. So I have these little individual containers. I'm gonna freeze some of my buffalo mac and cheese in, and then we can just pull these out of the freezer for like a easy weeknight meal. Put it off with a little bit of cheese shreds, optional, and a drizzle of more hot sauce. Just to make it look nice. This has to be covered so the cheese will melt in the oven. You know what? When you bake these, you can't put the plastic on it. I'm just realizing now. This one we'll eat right now because Colin is super hungry. All right, do another round of cleanup. Okay, so my chili finished cooking. This is how it turned out. If it's a little too watery, just turn it back on saute and let the water evaporate. I love to add just a hint of date syrup. I feel like it helps mellow out the tomato acidity. So I'm just gonna leave this here and let this cool. The sun is almost setting and I still wanted to make 2 or 3 more recipes. So I wanted to throw together one more recipe that I have all the ingredients for, and I'm just doing this super fast because I'm running out of daylight. So this is a recipe that's already been on my blog for a while. It's for Copycat PF Changs lettuce cups made out of chickpeas and cauliflower. Very gelatinous chickpea liquid. And I already have a little bit of cauliflower and these mushrooms left over, so I figured I would throw this together. And it comes together really fast. And it just needs to cook together for 20 minutes. It's really quick. So I'm just gonna simmer everything in this pot here. It's gonna come together really easy. So to a big pot, I added the leftover mushrooms I had, about 4 ounces of diced mushrooms, about a cup of red bell pepper, and about a cup of shredded carrots. Then I added in some fresh grated ginger and 2 cloves of minced garlic and 2 cans of chickpeas. Next, I'm adding in 1 can of water chestnuts. The water chestnut really makes this recipe. It gives it a really nice crunch. I really want an electric can opener for Christmas. All right, drain and rinse the water chestnuts. You're gonna cut them up into little dices. This part's kind of annoying because they're so small. Okay, add in the rest of our ingredients. And then I also added in about a half a head of cauliflower, diced up really small. For seasonings, I'm using 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, a couple teaspoons of sesame oil, and about 3 tablespoons of date syrup. This is what's replacing hoisin sauce. It gives it like a nice sweet flavor. And those are kind of approximate. You can adjust it. Oh my god, it smells so good already. Oh my god, you guys, it literally smells so good. The longer it like soaks all up together, the more flavor it has. Then I added in a little bit more ginger. Mix, 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 and just let that cook together for like 15 minutes. And then I serve this as like the lettuce cup filling. So I have lettuce that I'm gonna eat this with. I think I've made this before recently. Okay, then you can just let it all cook together until the cauliflower is nice and tender. Okay, I'm gonna shut this off. While this cools down, I wanna make some cookies. I wanna make one more recipe. This came out so good. Oh my god. You guys, this buffalo cauliflower chickpea chicken mac and cheese came out so good. And I have a, what do we call you? A picker. You're a picker.
I told you to make this.
Yes, this is your request. Wait, it came out so delicious. I had to sprinkle a little bit more plant-based milk on the top of the cheese to get it to melt. Because it needs like moisture. Vegan cheese needs like moisture to melt. But after I did that, it came out so good. I don't know why I don't make this more often.
I told you to put peas in it. You didn't put no peas.
No, peas would have made it weird. All this meal prep food I'm making,
gone in one day.
It's gonna be gone in one day. How good is this?
Oh, cauliflower.
So good. I'm putting away the chili. I'm gonna do some in freezer containers, some in fridge. And finally, I'm throwing together a really simple cookie recipe. These are for no sugar added soft peanut butter cookies. And I found this recipe from Detoxinista, but I kind of tweaked it a little bit. So to a food processor, I added 10 soaked pitted dates, drain out the water, and then add in 2 tablespoons of the liquid, along with 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 3 tablespoons of protein powder. Protein powder is optional. The original recipe doesn't use any, but you get like a firmer cookie if you add in dry powder, like either oat flour or protein powder. Blend that all up together really good. And then add in about 3/4 cup of creamy peanut butter. Blend that all together until it's combined, and scoop it out with a cookie scooper into little balls. And then kind of like roll them in your hands and flatten them out to be little cookie shapes. Because once you bake these, they kind of keep the shape that they're in. And this makes like a really soft cookie. If you don't use the protein powder, it still is really good, but it's like really gooey in the middle. Or you could use oat flour too. That will like firm them up a little bit. So then I just waited for everything to cool down and put put it away. And that's it for my meal prep today. So it is the next morning. I'm gonna show you everything I made yesterday. I ended up making 3 recipes, but it doesn't really seem like that much food. Doesn't really look like that much compared to the amount of effort that was put into this. But we have my lettuce wrap filling, chili, and the buffalo pasta. I'm gonna stick these in the freezer, 2 of these in the freezer. We'll eat this first because this will probably go bad faster. And yeah, this is everything I made. Okay, that is it for today's meal prep. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me know if you try my recipes. I'll see you in the next one.